Well, butter my crumpets. My name is Donato and welcome to my channel. And if you are already a subscriber, welcome back. Yes, today is going to be a back to basics video, and it's back to basics number 5, where I'll be talking about shoes, running shoes, but the stuff that none of the shoe tubers seem to be talking about. So if you're a beginner or a novice, then this is 100% for you. Well, I'll be going through the science of certain dynamics of the shoes, but it's also for experienced runners who may have been caught in the fluff of all the noise of the past few years with running shoes and forgetting what the basics are to help us become more efficient, better runners without having to do more training. Because at the end of the day, we want the best shoes for us, don't we? Because the shoes are often the most essential item on our feet. I've got a whiteboard here. I'm going to go through some illustrations, but before I do, here's a quick word from our sponsor. Hello, sponsor here. Yes, it's me. Quick plug. If you are unsure of anything or looking for some helps, tips, I am now running some special one-off discovery meetings, and there's a link in the description where you can book me for half an hour, one-to-one, and you can ask me anything that you may want to improve on or having some concerns about. So please do get in touch and we can have a nice chat and sort things out. Yep, enough about me, back to the shoes. And we're back. Yes, here we are, back to basics number 5. 2025, yeah, 5 is alive. I've even got like a marker pen here, but I've pre-drawn some things here, including my lovely little stick man there. Yes, I don't get an award for artwork, but I think you get the point of what that chap's doing there. He's doing a bit of running. Yes, so I'm going to talk about heel drop. How often do we hear about heel drops and how important heel drops are? So I'm going to go through the science that I've learned over the past decade of running, of which about 6 or 7 of them have been at elite level, masters level. I've been qualified as England masters. I want the best shoes for me that work the best in terms of the mechanics. So I've done a very simple layman's picture of a shoe layout. What is heel drop? Well, heel drop essentially is the difference between, and this is a very basic shoe here, from the front to the back. So the difference in those two, this being the stack height. So stack height is very different to heel drop. The heel drop is difference between the heel drops to the toe. So basically it's the difference between that line and that line. How much of a difference is ideal? As I've written here, between 4 and 8 millimeters. All top shoe manufacturers should tell you what the heel drop is, or should tell you the height of the heel and the height of the toe. And that way you can work out the difference. Why do we say these? Because things can go wrong with our mechanics. And I am talking generics. There's always exceptions. So when I talk about a lower drop or a higher drop over there, things can go wrong, but not for everybody. Sometimes people can benefit by having a lower drop shoe, and some people can benefit by having a higher drop shoe. But I'm talking generic stuff here. Run-of-the-mill, everyday type runners like you and me. Yep, 4 to 8 millimeters. Most shoes I've ran in have been around that. I did try one though at the higher end, didn't work for me at all. I think it was a 12 mil drop, just did not work. Yeah, and I'll go through what happens with high drop shoes. But then we often hear about zero drop. I used to run in ultra shoes, which have a nice big toe box and are what they call zero drop. Doesn't mean it has zero stack like barefoot shoes. That's a whole category which I won't be talking about. I'm talking about zero drop shoes or below 4 mil. The thing that happens around here, if you're going on zero drop, even the ultra shoes, when you get the boxes, certainly when I first bought them, it comes with a warning inside them that you can't go straight into running with zero drop shoes because it puts strain on the lower part of the body around the ankle, the Achilles area. So on the lower part of the body, that puts strain down there. Now you're probably wondering, well, to reduce the strain, we go higher. So if we want to reduce stress on our Achilles and heels, let's go for a high drop shoe. Yeah, greater than 8 mil, 12 mil. Now that sounds fantastic, But unfortunately, again, generic, not always. There's always going to be exceptions. By going for a higher drop, it causes stress, more stress on the upper part of the leg. So the knees and the hips can cause issues by having a higher drop. So whilst there may be benefits by having a high drop shoe, if you look at the, I think the illegal Puma shoes, I think they're about a 12 mil drop. While some people can get on with those, they can cause other runners issues with the heels, what is it, legs and elbow, knees and toes, head and shoulders, knees and toes. Yes, it can cause issues with your hips and knees. But again, I'm talking generic. There's always going to be exceptions, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What kind of shoes do you get on with? Do you get on with a particular brand? I have noticed, and I'm not going to name these brands, but some of the brands now are going at around 10 mil, which I think, for me, I know it's too high. I like to feel the ground more and use my natural elasticity. But again, if we were to talk about that topic about natural elasticity, that's a whole new world out there. Yeah. So shoes, cheap shoes and things like that are trying to send us up here, but it does cause other issues, just to bear that in mind. Hopefully that's made a bit of sense. I wanted to keep it short and sweet and to the point. If you have found this useful, please do give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the alarm bell, share it with all your friends. You can shell it as well if you want, blow it all up. But anyway, that's in essence heel drop, 4 to 8 mil. Let me know in the comments what shoes you use and what heel drops they are. I'd love to hear from you. So that's it from me. See you all soon. Bye bye. So yes, pickle my gherkins. That was that quick, short, brief, to the point heel drops. I'll go into more detail if you want me to go into more detail and talk about various aspects of running shoes, the mechanics, dynamics and all that. Let me know in the comments below or send me a DM. And as mentioned earlier, a word from our sponsor. If you have any specific questions one-to-one that you want to go through, you can book half an hour with me, a discovery meeting, and we'll helpfully help you go through whatever issues, anxieties, nervous things that may be coming up with races, what to do, not just in terms of shoe selection, but also in terms of how to prep and what we want to do. Thank you so much. Let's go.